Hi, this is Brad with Blogger Local Kansas City, and I'm here with Ryan Bealmear from Teague Electric. Ryan, you're running a business that's pretty sizable. You've probably got a lot of employees working for you. What advice would you give to somebody maybe that's starting a business or an entrepreneur on maybe their approach to running a business? What would you tell them?
Well, the first thing I would suggest is you're going to have to love the business that you're getting into. Well, no matter what that service or product is. When you're running your own business, it's very difficult to turn it off, whether that's in the weekends or in the evenings. There's really no hours where you're not thinking something about your business and how you're going to position it or how you're going to market it or personnel situations. So that would be the first thing. If you're not really into the product or the services, I would look elsewhere. Secondly, you got to know your market. You got to know your competition. You got to know who you're competing with. It's a very similar situation as a sport, and I am an athlete, a former athlete, and you got to be willing to compete. And then when you're competing, you got to go out and you got to find out what your competitor's doing and find out what the market is going to allow, and then take advantage of those opportunities.
And almost embrace it, really. The competitive side. I mean, if you don't embrace that, you are going to have problems.
Yeah, I like to win, and in business, if you're going to win, then you got to do your training, and you got to do your workouts, and you got to be ready to go when the bell rings.
Yeah, that's very true. And thinking about it 24/7 too is very true.
I never stop thinking about it, and my wife likes to pick on me a little bit about it, and you can imagine why.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's great advice. This is Ryan Bealmear from Teague Electric on Blogger Local Kansas City.